The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, the first time ever at Eldora Speedway.
They'll fire in turns 3 and 4 for the General Tire Dirt Track World Championship. Moran and Davenport bring them to the green. This is your Dixie Chopper. Feel the thunder. At the end of lap number 1, Jonathan Davenport from the outside front row grabs the early race lead. Devin Moran second, Mike Marlar third, Tim McCready fourth, Hudson O'Neal rounds out the top 5.
Mike Marlar trying to spoil the championship for us. Hudson O'Neal goes to the top shelf. The World 100 winner Davenport leads him into turn number 1 of the Lance and Darla Landers. Double O Motorsports car, they go side by side for second.
Hudson O'Neal got a good run right there on the outside. James just saw him momentarily work by the 39 to Tim McCready, trying to get a head full of steam, get around the 99 to Devin Moran as well. 2 drivers in the championship 4 going at it for position number 3. This happens between Hudson O'Neal and Devin Moran behind second place. Mike Marlar, James 4 laps in, 96 laps to go. Mike Marlar is indeed trying to crash the party. As you mentioned earlier, he has reeled in your race leader, Jonathan Davenport, and is trying to put the 157 out front here at the Big E, and he will do it. That time by no, he will not. 2 1/1000ths of a second was the advance for Jonathan Davenport at the scoring loop. Now Mike Marlar in sole possession of the lead.
Beside, now O'Neal will take the lead as they bobble. They almost try to go 3 wide. Davenport trying to sneak through there. O'Neal now to second. The World 100 winner will shoot to the lead at turn 4. 3 different leaders in the first 8 laps of the DTWC, Dustin Jarrett.
Indeed, Hudson O'Neal, the World 100 champ, out front. Oh, no, Ricky Thornton Jr. with trouble on the 20 RT and Bobby Pierce. Oh, no, your season-long points leader for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series with major issues on the 20 RT. So the pace truck has made the hard left-hand turn into the infield, and we're going to go back to green flag racing, this time by Hudson O'Neal. We'll bring him back to the green in the Racing for Heroes restart zone.
If he enters turn 1, if he can get that tire on and get down there, he can. As we go back green at the Racing for Heroes restart zone, down the back straightaway, Hudson O'Neal. Mike Marlar runs in second. Jonathan Davenport is third. Here comes McCready in 39. Off at turn number 4. Hudson O'Neal continues to lead in the Dirt Track World Championship.
We thought it was going to be somebody like Mike Marlar to crash the party. Tyler Carpenter from 17th to 4th, 21 laps into the Dirt Track World Championship.
Well, Jim Dunn pulled the upset of the very first one from 23rd. Carpenter from 17th. Rolling the top off of turn 4. Down the straightaway, Carpenter is flat out flying in that Kryptonite car.
And he's changed his line down in 1 and 2.
4th.
Yeah, he's up to 4th, yeah, but he got by Shirley right there. He challenged Shirley with a monster run. He's going to go from 5th to 3rd in the back straightaway.
Carpenter for the lead on a turn 2, Dustin Jarrett. Are you serious? He's done it.
Oh, Tyler Carpenter to the lead momentarily down the back straightaway.
He's got it.
They're side by side through 3 and 4. Tyler Carpenter takes the lead in the Dirt Track World Championship on lap 24.
Off at turn 4, here comes Bobby Pierce, O'Neal, Davenport, Marlar, McCready, McDowell, Owens, and Jimmy Owens pitted.
And Carpenter in the wall, and that allows Brian Shirley to get by James. Shirley was able to sneak by down in turns 1 and 2. You saw it right there on the screen, but he is in heavy lap traffic. Carpenter going to try to get him back. He won't be able to. Shirley out front, he becomes the 5th different leader on lap 33. Meanwhile, Bobby Pierce goes to the bottom, trying to work his way around Tyler Carpenter. He'll clear the 28 off turn number 2. Carpenter going to try to get a run back on the outside, and trouble for Hudson O'Neal. Hudson O'Neal, who is the highest running driver of the championship 4, has trouble on the Rocket 1, and the Gorsuch Performance caution flag is out on lap 35. Lights turned off, green flag going to wave this time by 35 in the books. 65 laps to go. It's Brian Shirley, your race leader. Jonathan Davenport, the highest running driver of the championship 4 right now. He's in 5th.
Oh man, Carpenter up top. McCready through the middle around Pierce. Tyler Erb on the outside. of Jonathan Davenport. Tyler bidding for a top 5.
As trouble for Tyler Carpenter off turn number 2, and the Parkersburg, West Virginia driver sees his good run temporarily come to an end. He is slow on the back straightaway.
And guys, the news gets worse. A lot of smoke coming out of your leader, Brian Shirley. Randy, what do you think that might be?
I just noticed it a couple laps ago when it's coming out on the left side, so hopefully it's just maybe a power steering or something, but it could be something coming out the header.
No power steering here. It seems like zero fun.
And just as we say that, guys, Brian Shirley has pulled in. Your race leader just pulled in on the back straightaway. He is bypassing the hot pit. His night is done. Tim McCready will bring him back to the green with Bobby Pierce second and Jonathan Davenport third.
Here comes Davenport on the bottom. Pierce, Tyler Erb, and working the top. Bobby Pierce will have room on the outside. He'll go back around Jonathan Davenport. Here comes Erb and Dale McDowell. Dale McDowell on the bottom at Eldora.
What else is new?
Where did he start at? He started 15th. That's a little closer to the front than he's used to starting.
Dale McDowell doing Dale McDowell things. Meanwhile, Bobby Pierce trying to get a head full of steam on the high side of the racetrack and work his way by Tim McCready. Very different lines being used by the top 3 drivers right now. You see McCready rolling basically the middle of the racetrack. Bobby Pierce on the typical Bobby Pierce line as Tyler Carpenter goes around. And the Gorsuch Performance caution flag is out, and also an issue on the number 1 of Hudson O'Neal. So HUD, one of the championship 4 with issues again on the Rocket 1. His slowing may have been what caused the 28 of Tyler Carpenter to go around under the Gorsuch Performance caution again here on lap number 41. Tim McCready is your race leader, looking for his first win of the Dirt Track World Championship.
Remember, Brandon Shepard also in contention to get his 5th, tying the legendary Freddie Smith Pierce to the outside of Davenport. Down the back straightaway. Will we have our 7th different leader before the halfway mark as they come out of turn 4? McCready through the middle. Here comes Pierce up top at the line. It's still McCready by Carthy. Here comes the slider into 1 for 32.
Bobby Pierce will indeed engage the slider, and he clears the 39 off corner number 2. So Bobby Pierce out front, leading this race for the first time. Not so fast, my friend. McCready is able to drive back underneath Pierce. Pierce tries to cross him over. No, it's Tim McCready that time in the scoring loop. Pierce back out front in 1 and 2.
This has been highly entertaining down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, Bobby Pierce officially here at the flag stand, the 7th different leader in the first 44 laps of the Dirt Track World Championship. Pierce got up against the wall. Brandon Shepard goes to second. Shepard for the lead. Man, oh man, what a battle here at Eldora down the back straightaway. Can we have a 8th different leader? Here comes the B5. He takes the lead into turn 3.
Brandon Shepard works his way by the 32 of Bobby Pierce. It'll be official at the scoring loop. 60 laps in the books, and Brandon Shepard, your new race leader in the Dirt Track World Championship. Bobby Pierce going to try to drive back by as they've got the lap car of Dalton Wilson to contend with as well. Good battle up front, James. 40 to go.
8 different leaders at Eldora in the Dirt Track World Championship. It's been a dandy.
6 to go.
And Bobby Pierce is slowing in turn number 2. Bobby Pierce off the pace. Your 3rd place car. One of 8 different leaders in this race. And Bobby Pierce slowing into turn 3 and 4. Will he stay on the track? And he can't make it to the infield. He cannot make it to the pit area. And the Gorsuch Performance Solutions caution is out with 5 laps to go.
Looks like Garrett Smith going to rejoin the field. 5 laps to go in the Dirt Track World Championship, and Tim McCready was 2 car lengths behind Brandon Shepard on the restart.
Here comes Moran. Moran on the bottom. Devin Moran will go to 3rd.
And that's for the championship.
For the championship down the back straightaway. $200,000. Right now, Shepard leads. O'Neal drifts up the track. Here comes Moran. They're side by side at a turn 4.
The one of O'Neal slipped up the track. Moran was able to pull alongside momentarily, but was unable to complete the pass. And Hunt slipped up the track again. Here comes Moran for 3rd in the championship.
McDowell is back there in 5th, and it's Pearson. Oh, and O'Neal brushes the wall. Moran down the main straightaway. They have got 3 laps to go. Brandon Shepard looking for a record-tying 5th Dirt Track World Championship. On the week we lost Freddie Smith. Shepard trying to get it done with 2 to go. Devin Moran Hudson O'Neal. It's going to go to the wire for the Lucas Oil Championship.
Too low, and the Gorsuch Performance caution flag is out. Ricky Thornton Jr. has slowed to a stop on the inside of turn number 2. Shep and McCready out front. Between Devin Moran and Hudson O'Neal, the driver that finishes the highest will be your 2023 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion.
A little bit better restart this time for McCready. Pierce is on the outside. Pierce still has. He's still in the lead lap into turn 1. Battle for second, Moran and McCready. O'Neal trying to keep it down into turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes O'Neal. Here comes 2 laps to go, Dustin. Here comes Moran on the bottom, and Devin Moran throws the slider on McCready.
He ain't done yet. He's put one car between himself and the other driver in the championship for momentarily, but Hudson O'Neal's got a run on the outside. Hudson O'Neal and Devin Moran going at it for second in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Championship, coming around to 1 to go.
1 lap to go. Shepard, Moran, O'Neal. They see the white flag. This is it for $200,000. Shepard stumbles a little bit on the tip. O'Neal down. Shepard is out of fuel. Shepard may be out of fuel. This is it
For the championship.
And the win.
Hudson O'Neal with a slider. Moran gonna try to cross him.
man,
It's gonna be Shepard
it's
winning
Shepard.
the race.
No way.
Oh, and Hudson O'Neal with the championship unofficially in a wild finish to the General Tire Dirt Track World Championship presented by ARP.
And guys, I think Brandon Shepard ran out of gas at the checkered flag. Literally at the checkered flag.